Hi, I'm about to show you the assembly of this custom sized playpen, and because of the size, I'm gonna do it in 4 videos, 1 video per side, and they'll be short videos, and then it will be a lot easier to come together that way. So we're working on side 1, which is the side with the gate. So this side here, because of shipping issues and everything else, there's breaks in these long lengths. So this first one here, the first thing you want to do is you want to make this connection on the bottom rail. And you'll see that this is S1, and this rail is part S1 as well. This one will say S1X, this will say X1X. All you have to do is slide these two together, and when they come together, of course you want the letters and numbers all go in the right direction. Underneath there's a hole, and then you'll have these little Z clips. And what you do is, I'm going to use, I could really just use the Allen wrench actually, but actually I have to get a different one if that's the wrong size. But I'm going to use this for now. What you do is you just put that in there, and and it just tightens up. I will give you the packages with the instructions individually, but they just slip in there and they tighten up, and then everything lines up like one board. So now this is your bottom railing here. So now what you want to do is on post E, which is the post that's holding your hinge, I'm going to have it shipped just like this with the hinge attached and have it closed up. So what you want to do, post E, you want to put these 2 1/2-inch dowels into the holes right here. The center hole will be for your bolt. And so then all you got to do is slip these 2 dowel holes over that. And you could press down, but this is why I say about the dead blow hammer. Dead blow hammers don't leave marks on the wood. If you use a regular hammer, you'll definitely put dings all up in the wood. So you need to use like a rubber hammer. And that you can tap into place. So you tap that down, and you'll have a package with this long bolt. And it's got a 7/8 socket on this long bolt. This bolt goes from underneath, and it goes into internally inside of this post. There's a barrel nut, so it's a machine thread, so it'll go in very smoothly. And then you just take your 7/8-inch socket wrench and you just bring it in, and you just snug it flush right here. You don't want to over tighten it, but you want to make it, because it's perfectly 90 degrees for your gate. Now, your gate parts are also marked, so this is the time you want to put your gate together. You got, here is J, all right, GB for gate bottom, J. That goes into there. And then the top one is gate top, H. So now when you put this gate together, because it has just 5 dowels, these are the special gate dowels. So you go ahead and you can install these dowels in right now. And I usually leave a couple extra dowels of whatever kind you're using. And because of the way this is such a short little length, we're gonna put all the dowels in place first before we attach everything together. So okay. All right. And then you take the other part of the gate. Now there's your lock. And that faces up. You got GTH. That's GTH, GBK, GBK. And then they go in. Now, I'm not showing you right here, but all these dowels, I'll show you how they go in. Sometimes I'll leave them in, and sometimes for shipping reasons, I'll leave them out. But they just slip into the holes, and it's very easily. So now with the gate, you want to use, you have two kinds of bolts. You have the long ones and you have short ones. The gate gets the long bolts, or the 1/4" bolts. They go right in the side. And they go in. Now, I'm using a drill, but the Allen wrench works just as well. You just put that in. I mean, of course, it's not as quick, but you can do it without the drill. Just takes more time. But for the rest of this build, I'm going to be using the drill just to speed things along for the video. But that's all. If you didn't have the drill, you would just use the supplied Allen wrench and just tighten them up like this. And once again, everything's going to snug up flush. And then you got two more on this side of the gate. Okay.